Tucked away in the rolling hills of North Wales lies a forgotten kingdom, a place most travellers overlook, but once seen, never forgotten. Today, we're walking the same ancient paths used for thousands of years between two mighty hill forts that once watched over an entire landscape. But this isn't just a hike. It's a journey into the hidden heart of the Clwydian range. And what we uncover along the way might just change how you see Wales forever. So today, we are exploring the stunning landscapes, the secret spots of Penycloddiau and Moel Arthur. Two peaks that are hiding in plain sight here in the Clwydian range. Most tourists drive right past this on their way to Snowdonia. And I think they're missing a trick, because this area here is probably one of the most overlooked stunning locations in the Clwydian range and in North Wales. So step off the usual tourist trails and you'll find an older and wilder Wales just waiting for you. Once again, this actually wasn't the walk I had planned for today. Got up at 5 because I was going to do Pen y Ghent, and then I checked the weather. It was just going to be fog and mist. Now, whilst I'm not a fair weather hiker, I do these videos. You do voodoo. I do these videos so you can see the views. So my viewers, you lot in YouTube land, if you ever wanted to do those walks, you can see what sort of views you're going to expect. So without views, it doesn't really make a great video, and the views are a bit touch and go here, to be honest. But I had to get out for a walk because I haven't had a walk this week, and if I don't get a walk a week in, I turn into a bit of a grump. And it's at this point that my wife will be screaming at the telly. So for full transparency, if I don't get a walk in every week, it makes me grumpier. Is that better, Jules? Yeah. So I'm here. It's beautiful. So now I've sort of skirted around Penycloddiau for long enough. We now sort of turn right and head up the Offa's Dyke path, and this should now lead us all the way up to the fortress. So let's get up that hill. Now, the path that I'm on now, the Offa's Dyke path, it's part of a much bigger walk. But in this area, I mentioned earlier that a lot of tourists would just drive straight past and head off to Snowdonia. But there is something in this area that attracts a lot of people. Moel Arthur and the Offa's Dyke path. Pretty sure if you followed this all the way over Penycloddiau past Moel Arthur, you'd pick up Moel Arthur. And if you haven't done Moel Arthur, that's a beautiful walk too. There's a couple of car parks. They're paid. The one I was in today's free. And it's a good solid path all the way up to the Jubilee Tower. So if you're ever in Wales and you're stuck for I wouldn't say an easy walk, because the last sort of stretch of it is a bit hilly and a bit shaly. But the views from the Jubilee Tower on top of Moel Arthur are beautiful. And it's a much easier walk, less navigation involved. So give it a try, have a look. We're now going to climb up this hill. It does make you think though. I'm almost at the top and the temperature's really dropped, so I put my fleece on. And it's just sort of things you take for granted, isn't it? I'm out for a hike, climbing up a hill. It's a bit chilly. Put your fleece on, Mike. And then you realise, once again, you're actually walking through the footsteps of history. On this mountain, many moons ago, people used to live up on this exposed hill in this fortress, surrounded by nothing. The advantage of being on a big hill, you can see for miles and miles, subject to mist. But you're really exposed. And then you start to realise just how they lived back in the day. There's me thinking about putting the central heat on. Oh wow, right. I think we have arrived at the official entrance to Penycloddiau. I'm sure that's how you say it. Apologies if I'm murdering it. I'm trying. Now you can start to see, if you look carefully, this must have been part of the defensive line, because there is a significant dip, and I don't think it's natural. I think they've dug that in as part of their defence system. If you look over here, it's got the same thing. There's a hill and a ditch and a hill. Very deliberate. It's hard to appreciate just how big Penycloddiau is until you get in it. It's about 19 football pitches. And the more you look at it, you realise it wasn't just a fortress. People lived here all the time. People were buried here all the time. It's demonstrated by that burial ground. It's quite impressive. I was going to say, and if you look across the ridge, you'll see the next place that we're going to. You can't really. You're just going to have to trust me, it's out there. We're going to basically double back on ourselves and go across the ridge. Back to pretty much the car park, I think. And then we'll cross over the car park and we're climbing again up to Moel Arthur. A slightly less imposing fort, but nonetheless important. Let's crack on. So, there's the car park where we parked this morning. That is the heights of Penycloddiau, where we've just been. And now, the last quick push up a rather steep climb to Moel Arthur. Let's go. Penycloddiau has got some height in it. But this hill to Moel Arthur, it's a whole different level of steepness. It's worth it for the views. It's steep, but it's short. So you just push through, and before you know it, you'll be on the outskirts of Moel Arthur. We keep going. I'm not even sure what to expect from Moel Arthur. It's classed as a hill fort, but then technically so with Penycloddiau. I think I'm rather spoilt because when you walk up the Offa's Dyke up to Moel Arthur, for about the last 2 miles, all you can see is the Jubilee Tower. You can actually see that there's a structure, there's a building that you can aim for. No idea what I'm going to go and see. What else have you got to do on a Wednesday? Who lives in a fort like this? That kind of answers my question. Expectations were low. I'm not sure they were this low. Moel Arthur. I mean, it has got decent views, to be fair. And if you look over there, you can just make out there's a path that goes up other side of that hill, Moel Arthur. That's Offa's Dyke going up and over. There's decent views. As a place to visit, there isn't much to it. I mean, it wasn't the walk I planned. That being said, it's given me some decent hill work, and as I'm building back up towards tackling a few Wainwrights in the forthcoming weeks, it's got the heart going, it's got the legs going, it's got the lungs going. No such thing as a bad walk, really. And I say I needed to get out and do one. I'm not around next week. I'm on my Ollie Bobs, going away for a week. So I might bore you with some Mediterranean videos. I don't know yet. But there's going to be at least a week or so gap until my next walk. So don't go changing channels and don't go and find no other YouTubers to watch. I will be back. Have I mentioned about 85% of you that watch these don't subscribe? It's free. Make an old man happy. Like and subscribe. Right, that's the walk done. I think I'm just going to finish it there. Penycloddiau, a nice walk. There is historic stuff on the top. There's not an awful lot to see. It's history, it's been there for thousands of years, but it's a nice walk up, and the views, even on a day like today with mist, the views are lovely. And then a rather leg-busting, heart-thumping climb up to Moel Arthur, or the Hill of Disappointment, I think it's going to be called. But the views are worth it. Even if you're not going to go actually see a physical hill fort, the views are impressive, and it's a nice enough walk. But yeah, I'm going to finish there, head back down, get in the car, go home. So yeah, if you stuck with me this far, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.